Hi everyone, welcome to the warm-up, the first part of your workout. So we're going to get started with some simple arm circles. That's arms straight out to the side, and we're going to circle them forward in a little circle pattern. Warm-up is going to be really important today to get your body ready to be used in your workout. Go ahead and reverse circles here. Gonna start kind of small, and this time we're gonna get just a little bit bigger. Make sure you do watch out for your neighbor, please. Get just a little bit bigger here. Great. All right, we're gonna go into a lower body zombie squat. So I'm gonna stick my arms straight out, and I'm gonna bend at my hips and my knees, and I'm gonna squat down and then stand back up. Anytime you do a squat, you're gonna squat as low as is only comfortable to you. Make sure you don't feel any pain. A squat's a really good workout because it involves multiple joints of our lower body. And in the warm-up, we definitely want to make sure we're starting to use all the joints that we're about to use in the workout coming up. It's going to kind of wake them up, get them ready to be used without being cold. At the top of my squat, I like to go ahead and squeeze my glutes back here. That muscle helps us stand up straight, and we definitely want to use our glutes when we're working out. Last squat. All right, something nice and easy. We're going to do a neck rotation. As we all know, our necks get stiff either by staying in place for too long or being put in an odd spot like when we're sleeping. So go nice and gentle, treat your neck gently, and switch direction. Hopefully you get some nice satisfying creaks, but please don't do anything if it feels painful. All right, let's go back to the lower body. We're going to do some good mornings. Your hands come up here to engage your upper back, but you're going to bend at the waist and send your hips backwards here. I'm going to try to keep my knees, just a little bit bent, but the primary mover here is going to come from our hips and our waist going back. We're going to kind of fold in half, but we'll be limited to, our movement here. Our hamstrings are going to keep us from going too far down. And that's good. You should get a really nice stretch back here, back of the legs. And then when you stand up, go ahead and squeeze your glutes again. This hip hinge is a really fundamental movement, and if we can practice doing it well, it's gonna help us navigate our lives with a little bit more ease. We're picking up things like groceries or gardening. All right, last good morning. Wonderful. We're going to move the upper back a little bit into our more moneys. I like to keep my palms up. Kind of think about keeping your elbows locked at your side here, but the whole point is you're going to rotate your thumbs back in kind of this table. I almost think like my arms are on a tabletop, but you're going to look for squeezing these shoulder blades together in your back. It's a little appreciated part of the body, but the more movement we can get in this upper part of our back, the healthier our shoulder is going to feel. Unfortunately, when we sit around all day, which is very normal, this upper part of our back gets really stiff, doesn't get to move around a lot, and then you can really start feeling pain in your shoulder and down your arms. So bringing extra movement is going to feel really good. Last one here. All right, we're going to get some movement into our ankles, and we're going to go into some calf raises. I'm doing them on 2 feet, and the goal is to go up here, pause sort of for a second, and come back down. Very controlled, but I understand as you're going up onto your toe, there's not much to balance on. So if you want to grab a box next to you or tap a wall, that's perfectly fine. Depending on how I'm feeling today, I have good balance or I don't. And that is totally normal. And of course, if you get a little shaky, it's just good to get comfortable in that and let your body adapt. Because when we practice, then we'll be able to do it whenever we want to. I'm going to get one more calf raise. and go into these wall slides. So my forearms are sort of perpendicular to the floor. I'm going to reach up to the ceiling. And again, I'm going to think about my upper back here. I just kind of want my shoulder blades to be rotating as my arms go up towards the ceiling. Sometimes it helps to think of lifting your elbows instead of lifting with your hands. It'll kind of get your mind into the correct muscle movement, and then we'll move a little bit better if we pay a little bit more attention. We always want to move better because the better we move, the better we feel. One more of these. All right, now we're going to do a little side to side. We're going to do our squunge. That is a combo squat lunge. So I'm going to go a little bit wider, send my weight back and bend at the knee slightly, and then I'm going to come back up in the middle. And I'm just going to go from side to side here. Don't go too far down, or you can go pretty far down, whatever is comfortable for your body. I'm a really big fan of making sure I fit in some side to side in my workouts and in my warm-ups, just because, it's a good reminder that we can move in multiple directions and not just forwards and backwards, because you never know when you have to jump sideways to get out of the way, or move reasonably sideways. And I'm just going to get one more each side. All right, back to this thoracic spine area. We're going to do our open book thoracic rotation. So a stagger stance, and this finger is going to go at the top of my head like a pivot point. And I'm going to rotate my elbow out in a nice arc here. And then as I get really far back, hopefully I'm going to feel that shoulder blade again move toward my spine. That shoulder blade movement, once again, is going to be really beneficial to get that warmed up. That's a very healthy shoulder movement, and we always want to practice that. And switch sides. This stagger stance is really great because it gives us a really firm base. When we're doing thoracic movement, it's really healthy for that to move independently of the rest of our body. So that's another great thing that we're practicing in the warm-up. And last one, we're just going to finish with a couple full body extensions. Hands down, reach for the ceiling, up on your toes if you can, but we are going to finish with 3 more of these. 2, 1, and last one. Great warm-up, everyone. Have a wonderful workout.